Oh, hello there, everybody. Let me get myself situated here. Welcome to a very odd Out of the Theater review. I am joined by Venom. And I am just out of the theater for Venom the Last Dance. This is a Sony Films production in association with Marvel. The Sony-CU, as we know so well. You know the Sony-CU, with such great films such as Venom and Morbius and Madam Web, and the upcoming Kraven the Hunter. And so we have this Venom 3. We can just call it Venom 3, everybody. We don't need a subtitle. I guess the second one was Venom and Carnage, wasn't it? So this movie, blanket statement, this movie's not good, okay? It's, I saw this with my good brother. Good brother, thank you so much for joining me for this one. It is opening night, by the way. I'm recording this. It is Thursday the 23rd. Did I get the 24th? Excuse me. Whichever day it is. They all run together at this point in this hellscape we live in. Yeah, it's not great. It's big and dumb and fucking stupid, and all over the place. And feels, of the three of these movies, the least like it's trying to be a movie. Where, like, those first two, like, have, like, kind of general plots and character development and a 3-act structure a little bit. But this one doesn't give a shit about any of that. And it's fine, because this movie knows what it is. This movie knows that it's fucking stupid. It's not trying to be anything but fucking stupid. Venom sings fucking David Bowie in this movie. There's a Venom dance sequence. Tom Hardy is walking around this movie the entire time like he just shit himself. There's big, dumb CGI Gleep-Glops and Goopmen that fight each other and fight the Gleep-Glops. And there's Otto Hightower and secret military bases and maybe possibly mutants and whatever the fuck. But I had a really good time with this one. So, I laughed my tits off this whole movie. Laughing with it, I would think, as opposed to laugh. There were definitely some scenes that I was laughing at. But no, Tom Hardy's a fucking movie star. He carries this movie. He's not, it's weird, he feels like he's not in it a ton, which is an interesting thing, even though he is the main character and he's, the plot device for the movie. This one, of the three, feels the least like it's centered around him specifically. He is kind of just being affected by everything else in the movie. Which is a cool twist for it, and it's an interesting way of going about it, where he feels very passive in this movie. I imagine this is going to be the last time we see him play Eddie Brock. My guess is that this new Spider-Man movie that's coming out in like 2 years is probably going to be Venom oriented, because we're going to have a goth, edgy Tom Holland Spider-Man, which who could fucking care. This is not the worst Sony-CU movie. I'm looking at you. Damn, it's hard to pick one, isn't it? It's either Morbius or Madam Web. I think I'd rather watch Morbius again, because Matt Smith is in it. So, yeah, it's fine. This is Venom and Carnage. Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, I think is my favorite of the bunch, just because Woody Harrelson's so fucking fun to watch, and there's like a legitimate Like, he's a legitimate movie star in this movie with another legitimate movie star. That first one's kind of a wash. That might be my least favorite, so this one might be right in the middle. I'm grateful for that first one for, like, being an actual movie and being a Venom origin story. And it's fun. It's not, it's not great, but it's cool. But this one, I mean, you have Chiwetel Ejiofor, we love you so much. Come on the podcast. Mwah. Juno Temple in this movie. I don't know who directed this movie. I didn't pay attention. Saw Tom Hardy. Big EP credit on this movie. Get your money, son. Hope it makes a bunch of money. We had a packed fucking house on a Thursday evening. So, yeah, I think you should go see it. I think it's fun. It's just fun enough. It takes a little bit to get where it's going. The payoff itself is kind of eh. There are some of the worst fucking needle drops in this movie that I've seen all year, as far as, like, this is coming after we just saw Joker 2, speaking of music randomly happening, and it makes me uncomfortable. There's like a really bad Queen drop. The one at the end is I laughed out loud. There's just a lot of music that doesn't belong. It's padded. Not all of the CG looks good. But, this trilogy is something that I think is interesting. And I think it's a cool piece to kind of sit on for a little bit. Because of how fucking off the wall it is. I think we're going to see a lot more of these kind of movies. I hope that they actually start picking characters that people give a shit about. I know there's, like, that weird rumor that I don't know how true it is of this Ryan Gosling Ghost Rider movie. But shit like that, where we're going to take a incredibly popular character. We're going to take a character straight off a t-shirt clinging to the body of a man at a water park. I say that as someone currently in a Spider-Man t-shirt. But, and we're going to pick a really, really, really famous actor. And we're going to pay that actor however much money, and then the rest of the budget goes to whatever. Just nonsense. And we're going to make a movie out of it. So that's kind of what this Venom movie is. That's kind of what this Kraven the Hunter movie is, kind of. Morbius, to an extent. Which, it's interesting. It's fine. This movie did have 2 stinger scenes. Neither of them I got. So, like I understood. So maybe I'm just ignorant. I don't know. But yeah, I hope that Ghost Rider movie doesn't happen. I hope this is the last time I see Tom Hardy as Venom. I hope this is the last time I see Venom on screen for 20 years, but I don't think I'm going to be so lucky. Yeah, I like this. This is not the worst Marvel movie I've seen this year. Looking at you, Deadpool and Wolverine, you piece of shit. Watching this movie made me realize how much I've turned on Marvel. So we did get the Thunderbolts trailer before this, which it's the first time I saw it. Looks kind of cool. I'm in. I don't give a shit about that fucking Captain America movie, though. You can keep that. Channel stuff. We just released our spin-offs episode for the month, which is the Monster Blind Dating Game. So go check that out on our Spotify. There should be a link down below. Our Comic Encyclopedia episode on the Creature Commandos is live. We're having a very spooky month, as you can tell. And then coming soon, should be in the next, hopefully, few days or so, that we're going to be sitting down to record our Frankenstein episode. Our Frankenstein epised. So that's cool. Stay tuned for that. It's crazy when Nikki's not here. We just, we go all over the place, don't we? Don't we just have a time, everybody? Until next time, we have been Venom. Good morning. This is an emergency addition to this Out of the Theater review. This is a day after I just saw this movie. I'm currently in the car on the way to work, and I was just thinking about Venom 3, as you do when you're a fat comic book reader like me. And I realize now, and maybe it's just where my brain is at the moment, is Venom 3 an allegory for the immigration crisis in the United States and the misconception about immigration? Because the whole movie, Venom wants to go to the Statue of Liberty. He wants to see the Statue of Liberty. Him and Eddie are going to New York. And he's like, I want to see Lady Liberty. Which is like, bring us your sick, bring us your tired. It's supposed to be this beacon of hope for people wishing to immigrate to the United States. And the U.S. government is like, we gotta lock up these fucking symbiotes, and we gotta murder all these Gleep, Glops, and Goopmen, and because they're nasty, and they're monsters, and they came to invade us, and overthrow us, and all this kind of shit. And then they talk to the symbiotes, and the symbiotes, oh, there was almost an accident right in front of me, that's crazy. They talk to these symbiotes, and they're like, no, we came here for a safe haven. We are refugees from, like, this nightmare place and this people that wish to do us harm, and we just want a safe place to live and to be free and to do that kind of thing. And they, like, there is literally a point where the symbiotes, like, all team up to fight these evil aliens, and is, like, looking at the, like, army general guy played by Chiwetel Ejiofor and goes, we are not the bad guys. It's really profound. Extra star for the Venom movie. So, just thought I'd toss this in here, a little bit of, extra reading. Have a great day, drink your water, and pass out love. Why the fuck not?